Pizza Hut is closing hundreds of U.S. locations. What happened to an American icon? Pizza Hut is closing hundreds of locations across the United States, a move that marks another difficult chapter for one of the most recognizable restaurant brands in American history. Yum! Brands, the parent company of Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, and KFC, confirmed during its earnings call that 250 underperforming Pizza Hut locations will close in the first half of the year. That represents roughly 3% of Pizza Hut's U.S. footprint. While the number may sound modest on paper, the symbolism is significant. This isn't just about closures, it's about a brand still searching for its place. For decades, Pizza Hut wasn't just pizza, it was an experience. In the 1970s, 80s, and 90s, Pizza Hut dining rooms were everywhere. Red roofs, checkerboard tablecloths, plastic cups, pitchers of soda, arcade machines humming in the corner. For many families, Pizza Hut wasn't takeout, it was a destination. Birthday parties happened there. Little league teams celebrated there. Families went there after school events. You didn't rush Pizza Hut, you sat down. That model worked for a long time because American dining habits supported it. Families had more time. Eating out was an event. Casual dining thrived, and Pizza Hut was one of its kings. But the world changed. As fast casual and delivery focused brands grew, the traditional sit down pizza restaurant began to struggle. Convenience started to matter more than atmosphere. Speed mattered more than seating. Pizza Hut found itself caught between identities. It wasn't fast enough to compete with delivery first chains, and it wasn't unique enough to justify the sit down experience. Over time, the red roof dining rooms became liabilities instead of assets. Large footprints meant higher rent. Full service staffing meant higher labor costs. As customer traffic declined, those locations became harder to sustain. Yum! Brands has been aware of this problem for years. The company has already been shifting Pizza Hut toward a delivery and carry out focused model, known internally as Pizza Hut of the future. Smaller footprints, fewer dining rooms, more emphasis on digital ordering and off premise consumption. The 250 closures announced this year are part of that ongoing recalibration. Importantly, Yum Brands has described these locations as underperforming. That language matters. It suggests the company is trimming weaker stores rather than abandoning the brand entirely, but it also confirms that a meaningful portion of the existing footprint no longer works in today's market. And Pizza Hut isn't alone. Across the casual dining sector, brands that once dominated suburban America are shrinking. Inflation has squeezed household budgets. Consumers are more selective about dining out. When they do, they often prioritize value, speed, or novelty. Pizza Hut sits in an uncomfortable middle. It's no longer the default family sit down pizza place, and it's no longer the most convenient delivery option. Competitors built their models specifically for speed and efficiency. Pizza Hut was built for something else, and undoing that legacy is harder than it sounds. There's also the issue of brand perception. For many customers, Pizza Hut feels frozen in time. Nostalgic, yes, but not always relevant. While nostalgia can be powerful, it doesn't automatically translate into consistent traffic, especially for younger consumers who never experienced the dining room era in the first place. Yum! Brands is trying to solve that problem without burning down the house entirely. The closures represent a strategic narrowing rather than a retreat. By reducing the number of legacy locations, the company can focus resources on stores and formats that better align with modern habits: delivery hubs, smaller carryout units, digital first operations. Still, every closure carries weight. These restaurants aren't just points on a map, they're part of local communities. Employees lose jobs, neighborhood landmarks disappear. For customers, it feels like another piece of shared experience quietly slipping away. Pizza Hut's situation reflects a broader truth about American dining. The era of large sit down chain restaurants dominating suburbs is ending. Some brands have adapted quickly, others are still searching for the right balance between their past and their future. Pizza Hut is firmly in that search. The brand isn't disappearing. 3% of locations closing does not signal collapse, but it does confirm that the old model is no longer sustainable at scale. The red roof alone isn't enough anymore. What happens next will depend on whether Pizza Hut can redefine itself clearly, not halfway between sit down and fast food, not caught between nostalgia and convenience, but confident in what it wants to be. For now, the closures are a reminder that even iconic brands must evolve or contract. Pizza Hut helped define how America ate pizza for generations, but defining the future is harder than owning the past. And as hundreds of locations close their doors, the story isn't just about pizza. It's about how habits change, how brands age, and how difficult it is to let go of what once worked. Pizza Hut isn't gone, but the version many people grew up with is fading. And that reality says as much about us as it does about the brand.